The Beach FM Business Lunch Show, brought to you by PlaceMakers Kapiti Horowhenua. Together we're building New Zealand.
Welcome back to the Business Lunch Show on Beach FM 106.3. It's been about a month since we caught up with her, so let's welcome back to the show the chair of KEDA, that's the Kapiti Economic Development Agency. It is Liz Coe. G'day, mate.
Hi there, how are you?
I'm good, Liz. How have you been the last month?
Oh, really busy. That's the way to be, though, isn't it?
Absolutely. Hey, it's been a crazy few months for all of us, but you know, someone that's been talking to the locals and watching everything going on, I've got to say I've been pretty impressed with the Kapiti Coast Horowhenua region and how they've thrived through this time.
It's been really good, hasn't it? You know, it's. I think there's an enormous amount of resilience in our economy here, and people have just, knuckled down and got back to business. And I'm feeling quite positive about our economy here at the moment. I think we're pretty well protected. We don't have a huge exposure to overseas tourism. And, we don't seem to have come up with a high unemployment rate as of yet. Be interested to see what happens when the subsidies come off. But I think things are buzzing along pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely. The way people have pivoted, the way people are helping each other, and it's not just trying to promote themselves to get back out there, the way that they're just promoting each other. I just think it's been amazing.
There's been a lot of support, I think, of each other. Yeah, people are giving each other a helping hand, and it's been just great. It has a really good vibe about it, I think.
Now, I know KEDA has been behind, keeping people along with a lot of online stuff, but how's it been back dealing with people face to face?
Well, I think there's still, we're still a bit hesitant in terms of face-to-face stuff, aren't we?
Yeah.
I mean, prior to COVID, we were running Kickstart Kapiti events, which were, meetings where people could come along and share their ideas about projects and, sort of new startup kind of ideas. And we've just put that on hold for a wee while because we don't think we're quite there yet. I think people are still reinventing themselves and securing their futures. And so we're really in sort of stabilisation mode, I think, aren't we now, as opposed to launching off into wild new ventures. So, but I think, there is still that collaborative spirit there. But I think, we've got a wee way to go before we're really back to our full, full vibe, shall we say, in terms of that, giving our economy here a real kickstart with those project nights. So yeah, that's my take on it. That we've still got a bit of work to do yet.
But you do have a financial background. Are you seeing a little bit of confidence out there at the moment?
I think people are optimistic and confident. Yeah. So yeah, that's all good. Long may it continue.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about what you guys have been working on at the moment. What has been happening with KEDA the last month?
Well, we've been pretty active with the economic development strategy for Kapiti. So that's been a really long process. Our last economic development strategy expired in mid-2018. And since early 2018, we've been trying to get a new strategy developed or have that one refreshed, shall we say. That's been a pretty arduous process, and we're nearly there. So you might have noticed that KCDC have released a draft strategy for public consultation now. Comments are due in, I think, tomorrow on that, and it's going forward to Council for ratification later on this month. So that's been a mammoth effort for us getting to this point. It's one of the reasons why KEDA was established in the first place, to be honest, because we are basically a bunch of enthusiastic individuals who really wanted to see an independent economic development group on the coast. And so that's what we've been working on, and that is now enshrined in this draft strategy. So we have all our fingers and toes and everything else crossed that this concept gets public support and is ratified by the council later this month. So for us, that's the sort of the pinnacle, the culmination. That's what we set out to achieve, and it's taken a huge amount of effort on our part to progress that.
You say, a collective of people passionate. It's not just the big cheeses in an office that have around a board meeting. You guys, it's all walks of life have come together to form you guys and the passion that you have for the Kapiti Coast.
That's right, and we're really just a bunch of renegades, to be honest. We were a bit cheeky when we set up KEDA because we just said, okay, Kapiti needs an independent economic development agency. Let's just create one. And so that's how KEDA got its name. We thought, well, we need one, we'll create one. We have no official sanction as such. So KEDA was only ever meant to be a placeholder for that independent group, which is now mentioned in the economic development strategy. So we're kind of hoping that, once that comes to fruition, that independent group, then we can go back to the other area of interest for KEDA, which is helping startups and helping businesses grow, providing that hands-on, grassroots support for local businesses or people with great ideas to help them get moving. But yeah, that's how it's all kind of come about. So we are just a bunch of, a motley crew, shall we say?
Love
bunch
it.
of pirates. But that's how you get things done, isn't it? You just, just go out and do it. If it needs doing, you just go and do it. You don't wait for political processes to work their way through, or you'd never get anything achieved.
Absolutely. Hey, you talked about those people you guys have put aside the training for a bit, just, for those startups, etc. But people are still thinking differently. And of course, we are talking strategy for development for the next, 3 to 5 years. What sort of things should people be thinking differently about or being aware of in the coming years?
Well, I think the key project for us going forward is telling the Kapiti story.
Yeah.
And that's something that has been on the agenda for the last 6 years, would you believe? 6 years or more. Everybody has said, look, we have to know who we are, what's unique about Kapiti, and to have a united view on that, and then to tell the rest of the world. Yeah. Who is Kapiti? What's great about this place? Why should people come here to set up a business or, to come and live here? Why should they come and visit here? What is our unique position in the world? And if we can get agreement on that and then have a plan to communicate that to the rest of the world, then we'll be on our way. And that's what I really would encourage people to be thinking about and contributing to. Is, what is our story that we have to tell? What's our brand, if you like? What's the Kapiti brand? And by brand, I don't mean just a logo or something. I mean,
or a slogan.
What are our values? What are our unique features? All that sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's what we have to get right. So we need some creative people that can contribute to telling the Kapiti story.
Absolutely. People need to use those voices, and of course, as you mentioned, comments close soon. So if you've got something to say, get in there and say it. Lastly, as we always say, Liz, I appreciate your time today. How can people get involved? How can they pay attention to what you guys are up to?
Well, go to our website, KEDA.nz. There's information on there, or kickstartkapiti.nz. But also, I would really encourage people to have a look at the draft economic development strategy. It's available on the KCDC website, kapiticoast.govt.nz. Go in there, have a look, and have your say before tomorrow, and really support this concept of an independent economic development governance group.
Absolutely. Liz Co, thank you so much. Go well, my friend. We'll catch up in another month.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks a lot, Damian. See you.